Our story starts roughly 4.5 billion years ago. Planet Earth formed from dust and gas. It was a violent and hot beginning. Volcanoes erupted, spewing lava and ash. The planet was a harsh and unforgiving place. Over millions of years, the Earth cooled. Oceans formed as water vapor condensed. The planet was enveloped in a thick, toxic atmosphere. These early conditions were not suitable for life as we know it. However, deep within the oceans, near hydrothermal vents, something incredible happened. The building blocks of life, simple organic molecules, began to form. This was the first step on the long road to the diversity of life we see today. This early Earth, devoid of complex life, was a stark contrast to the vibrant planet we know today. It was a time of immense geological change, setting the stage for the emergence of life itself.
Around 3.5 billion years ago, life emerged in the Earth's primordial oceans. The first life forms were single-celled organisms, simple bacteria. They thrived in the harsh conditions, utilizing energy from the sun or chemicals. These early life forms were incredibly successful. They spread throughout the oceans. They evolved and diversified over billions of years. Photosynthesis evolved, releasing oxygen into the atmosphere. This oxygen was toxic to many life forms. However, it paved the way for a new era of life. Organisms evolved that could use oxygen for respiration. This was a more efficient way to produce energy. The stage was set for the development of more complex life forms. From these humble beginnings, the tree of life would branch out, eventually leading to all the plants and animals we see today. About 2.5 million years ago, our human ancestors appeared in Africa. They were hominids, sharing a common ancestor with apes. These early humans were hunter-gatherers. They used simple tools made of stone and bone. Over time, humans evolved larger brains and greater intelligence. They developed language, art, and complex social structures. Around 10,000 years ago, a revolution occurred, the agricultural revolution. Humans learned to cultivate crops and domesticate animals. This allowed them to settle in one place and produce a surplus of food. This led to the rise of villages, then cities, and eventually civilizations. The agricultural revolution marked a turning point in human history. It was the foundation upon which all future civilizations would be built, leading to the complex societies we live in today. Around 3000 BC, the first civilizations emerged in Mesopotamia and Egypt. These civilizations developed writing systems, governments, and monumental architecture. The Egyptians, for example, constructed massive pyramids and temples. These early civilizations were often ruled by powerful kings or pharaohs. They had complex social hierarchies and sophisticated religious beliefs. Their achievements in art, architecture, and technology laid the groundwork for future cultures. The invention of writing was a particularly significant development. It allowed for the recording and transmission of knowledge across time and space. This led to the growth of education, literature, and scientific inquiry. These early civilizations, though long gone, left behind a lasting legacy. Their innovations and ideas continue to influence us today, reminding us of the ingenuity and resilience of the human spirit.
Ideas from Athens. From around 800 BC to 146 BC, the Greek civilization flourished. The Greeks made significant contributions to philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and art. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the foundations of Western philosophy. The Greek city-state of Athens developed a system of democracy where citizens participated in government. Greek artists and architects created works of enduring beauty, such as the Parthenon. This period is known as the Golden Age of Greece. Greek culture spread far and wide through the conquests of Alexander the Great. He created a vast empire that stretched from Greece to India. This led to a fusion of Greek, Persian, and Egyptian cultures known as Hellenism. The legacy of the Greeks is immense. Their ideas about democracy, philosophy, art, and science have shaped Western civilization for centuries. Their influence can still be felt in our art, architecture, and political systems. Roman strength. In the 1st century BC, the Roman Republic, centered in Rome, became a dominant power. The Romans were known for their military prowess, engineering skills, and legal system. They conquered a vast empire that encompassed much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. The Roman Empire enjoyed a period of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. During this time, Roman culture flourished and trade routes connected distant parts of the empire. Roman law, architecture, and language spread throughout their vast domain. However, internal strife and external pressures led to the decline of the Roman Empire. By the 5th century AD, the Western Roman Empire had fallen to invading Germanic tribes. The Eastern Roman Empire, centered in Constantinople, continued for another 1,000 years. The Roman Empire's legacy is vast. Their legal system, engineering achievements, and language have left an indelible mark on Western civilization. The ruins of Roman cities and monuments still stand today, testament to their power and grandeur.
A world of faith. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Europe entered the Middle Ages. This period saw the rise of Christianity as the dominant religion in Europe. The Catholic Church became a powerful force, influencing both religious and secular life. In the Middle East, the Prophet Muhammad founded Islam in the 7th century AD. Islam spread rapidly, creating a vast empire that stretched from Spain to India. The Islamic world preserved and advanced knowledge in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine during this period. In Asia, powerful empires like the Tang dynasty in China and the Gupta Empire in India made significant advancements in art, science, and technology. Trade routes connected these distant civilizations, facilitating the exchange of goods and ideas. The Middle Ages was a time of great change and upheaval, but it was also a period of intellectual and cultural flourishing. The seeds of the Renaissance, a period of great artistic and intellectual rebirth, were sown during these centuries.
Renaissance rebirth. In Europe, the 14th century marked the beginning of the Renaissance. This period was characterized by a renewed interest in classical art, literature, and philosophy. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael created masterpieces that are still admired today. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century revolutionized the spread of knowledge. Books became more widely available, leading to increased literacy and the dissemination of new ideas. The Renaissance was a time of great intellectual ferment. Scientists like Nicholas Copernicus and Galileo Galilei challenged the geocentric view of the universe, paving the way for the scientific revolution. The Renaissance marked a turning point in European history. It was a time of great artistic, scientific, and intellectual achievement that laid the groundwork for the modern world. Machines and might. The 18th century witnessed the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. It began in Great Britain with the invention of new machines such as the steam engine and the power loom. These inventions led to mass production, the growth of factories, and the rise of cities. The Industrial Revolution had a profound impact on society. It led to increased wealth, but also to new social problems such as pollution, poverty, and child labor. New ideologies such as capitalism and socialism emerged in response to these changes. The 19th century saw continued technological advancements, such as the railroad, the telegraph, and the electric light. These innovations transformed transportation, communication, and daily life. The Industrial Revolution marked a turning point in human history. It led to unprecedented levels of economic growth and technological innovation, but also to new social and environmental challenges that continue to this day. The Atomic Age and beyond. The 20th century was a time of unprecedented change and upheaval. 2 world wars devastated Europe and led to the deaths of millions. The development of the atomic bomb ushered in the nuclear age, forever altering the balance of power. Despite the horrors of war, the 20th century also witnessed remarkable progress. Medical advancements, such as antibiotics and vaccines, saved countless lives. The space race led to humans landing on the moon, a testament to human ingenuity. The latter half of the 20th century saw the rise of the internet and personal computers, revolutionizing communication and information sharing. Globalization connected the world in unprecedented ways, leading to new economic and cultural exchanges. The 20th century was a time of both great promise and great peril. It was a century of technological marvels and devastating wars, of scientific breakthroughs and environmental challenges.
A glimpse into the future. As we stand at the dawn of the 21st century, we face new challenges and opportunities. Climate change, global inequality, and technological disruption are just some of the issues that will shape our future. However, the same human ingenuity that led us from the caves to the moon gives us hope. Advances in artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and renewable energy have the potential to solve some of the world's most pressing problems. The future is uncertain, but it is ours to create. By embracing innovation, cooperation, and a shared sense of humanity, we can build a better future for all. The story of humanity is still being written. The choices we make today will determine the course of history for generations to come. Let us strive to create a future that is peaceful, sustainable, and prosperous for all.